Every part of the process needed to go through the computer system. The compound comes in kilos weight. It's then extruded into 5 metre lengths. The 5 metre lengths are then cut down into random pieces to make single hoses, which are then put on the shelf. So what Logma did was very, very clever. And they had to make up formulas and have weights and sizes and measurements for everything to make this go through the system effortlessly and seamlessly. Secondly was the batch maintenance. The traceability was a huge thing. And to be fair, we sat round the table on a good couple of occasions on this one. We can literally, in the space of 2 to 3 taps on the computer, get from a hose to the batch reference. It's unbelievable. So we have a batch number on every single hose. That unique batch reference takes you back to a separate batch number for the extrusion process and right back to the batch number that the supplier sends in to us. That was very important. The other thing we really needed was to see drawings and see what we were looking for much quicker and much easier than before. When you're dealing with hundreds of different tools, it's very difficult to go and put your hands exactly on the one that you need. People can go to any computer and see an image of that tool, so anyone can go and find it. The tool is stamped up with our own unique reference to make it easier, and the part number. We also have every drawing saved in there as well. It's just revolutionised our lives, to be fair. We go out now and the touchscreen computers around the factory, we can look on any part number and see the drawing right there, real time, the sizes, the dimensions, everything at a glance. It's been invaluable to have that. We also took on Logma's own accounts package, and it's been the most simple system I've certainly ever used. And when my books now go away only once annually, my accountant says it's fantastic. She can follow everything simply. It's efficient. It's been fantastic. The order processing area, very, very simple. And as soon as the order is processed, it generates its own works orders. The system virtually runs itself. It's incredible. It's very, very easy. But the system gives us the freedom to carry on as we need to, and at the moment that is in the factory. What we also have that was very important was the touchscreens around the factory. What that means is wherever you are working, you can go to a computer and input the jobs that you're doing at that stage. So that's made life an awful lot easier. This system is so much bigger than we are, and that's exactly what we wanted. With this system in place, we have got easily 10 years growth. We looked at the barcoding system that Logma do with the handheld devices. In a couple of years' time, we would really like to go down the barcoding route, and I know that Logma will be able to take that on board and do that for us, no problem. Anything we need the system to do, it will do it. What we have put in place, I don't feel was expensive for what it was and what we've been provided with. It was our professional best foot forward. We wanted to be taken seriously, and we wouldn't have got our ISO accreditation without it. We wouldn't have been approved by big companies, whereas we are now. The auditors for the ISO 9001, he came first of all and was blown away by the system. We've had a couple of JCB auditors round as well to do quality checks, and they too think the system is up there with some of the best companies that they've been out to see, very big companies. Someone actually once compared it to M&S's system. I think ours is better though, to be honest. Logma have been great to work with. They're very down to earth. You can tell them exactly as it is in layman's terms. You just explain what you want and they'll do it. They're very professional. Audrey played almost devil's advocate for us and put our point across to the more techie ones around the table and get the point across the way they needed to hear it, but speaking from our side. And it was really refreshing, actually. It worked very, very well. The maintenance side of things is a dream for us. You just pick a phone up and they will log onto your screen, sort any problem out, and that's it. I mean, it's fantastic. They're really, really nice. They're lovely, pleasant people, a dream to work with. They've never not sorted something out for me. I've actually had a hardware problem, which was only a month ago, and they even bridged the gap with a solution that got me going for the 2 hours it took for a person to turn up at the door with the piece of kit that needed replacing. And I just thought that was unbelievable. To even get the problem solved enough for me to keep production going, and them to have someone at the door within 2 hours with the piece of kit. It's amazing. I would say where the recession's concerned, the point for me where using Logma has helped is it's made us look a more professional company. We've needed this kind of system to get through this. It's been very, very busy. We are now incredibly busy, and I don't think we could do it without having this kind of system on board. And equally, I don't think the people that are coming to us would have used us without this kind of system. So yeah, I think it's very relevant. But going through my head now, I can't think of one thing I would have left off the system. So, recession or not, I wouldn't have not had the computer system. This has been a real linchpin in our business. Yeah, we couldn't have done it without Logma in the system.